Have you ever found yourself in a situation where someone's disrespect left you feeling lost, frustrated, or uncertain of how to respond? If so, you're about to embark on a transformative journey that will equip you with the wisdom and resilience to not only handle disrespect, but to thrive in the face of it. Imagine having the power to keep your cool and respond with grace in the most challenging circumstances. Picture a world where rudeness and negativity can't shake your inner peace and self-worth. That world is not a distant dream, it's a reality we're about to uncover together. In a world where conflicts and negative interactions are all too common, these lessons are your key to unlocking the ancient secrets of Stoic philosophy. We'll explore 20 powerful lessons that will empower you to navigate disrespectful situations with unwavering strength and kindness. Our content is not just theory, it's a practical guide filled with real-world examples and actionable advice that will ensure you're well prepared to tackle disrespectful encounters with confidence. If you're ready to transform adversity into an opportunity for growth and learn how to keep your cool when it matters most, you've found the right place. So, if you've ever wanted to be the master of your emotions and responses, if you've ever wished to rise above negativity and thrive in every situation, then stay with us until the end. Welcome to the journey of a better you. 1. Keep your calm. Don't let disrespect affect your emotional state. Remember that it's your interpretation that matters, not the disrespect itself. In our daily lives, we encounter situations where others may exhibit disrespectful behavior, such as belittling comments, dismissive attitudes, or outright insults. How we choose to respond to these moments can significantly impact our emotional well-being and the overall outcome of the interaction. The Stoic approach to maintaining your composure in the face of disrespect is grounded in the belief that it's not the disrespectful act itself that causes harm, but rather the lens through which we perceive and interpret it. This perspective reminds us that we have the power to control our emotional reactions even in the face of disrespectful behavior. For example, let's say you've presented an idea at work and a colleague responds with harsh criticism. It's easy to feel hurt or defensive in such a situation, but by adopting the Stoic mindset, you can choose to view the criticism as a difference of opinion rather than a personal attack. You recognize that their comments reflect their own thoughts and emotions and are not a true measure of your worth or abilities. This approach aligns with the Stoic principle that we are not disturbed by what happens to us, but by how we think about what happens to us. By separating the disrespectful behavior from your emotional response, you can maintain your calm and respond more rationally. This doesn't mean you're tolerating or accepting the disrespect. Rather, you're choosing to handle it with self-control and dignity. In doing so, you not only protect your own emotional well-being, but also demonstrate resilience and strength. It's a way of embodying the Stoic philosophy and showing that you are not easily swayed by external events or the opinions of others. Ultimately, keeping your calm in the face of disrespect can lead to more constructive interactions and personal growth. 2. Self-reflection. Reflect on your behavior to see if there's any truth in the disrespect and consider how you can improve. In the realm of personal development and emotional intelligence, self-reflection is a tool that can be immensely powerful, particularly when dealing with disrespectful behavior. It's about taking a step back and evaluating your own actions and responses, aiming to find value in the feedback you've received, even when it's wrapped in disrespect. Let's explore this through an example. Suppose a colleague makes a disparaging comment about your recent project. Instead of instantly dismissing it as disrespect, consider whether there might be a grain of truth in their criticism. Could there be room for improvement in your work, or is there a different perspective worth considering? By doing so, you're embracing the Stoic practice of introspection and taking a rational approach to the situation. Reflecting on your behavior doesn't mean accepting unwarranted criticism, but rather, it's an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. You have the chance to sift through the disrespectful tone and extract valuable insights that can contribute to your personal and professional development. By internalizing this practice, you not only exhibit maturity and a commitment to self-improvement, but also demonstrate to others that you're open to constructive feedback, regardless of its delivery. It's an act of self-awareness that not only fosters personal growth, but also contributes to more harmonious and productive relationships, where constructive criticism is valued rather than feared. 3. Pause and breathe. When faced with disrespect, take a moment to pause and collect your thoughts before reacting. In the fast-paced modern world we live in, taking a pause and a deep breath in moments of disrespect can be a game-changer for maintaining our composure. The wisdom of the Stoics resonates strongly in this practice, reminding us that how we respond to external events is often more significant than the events themselves. Imagine this scenario. You're in a meeting and someone belittles your ideas or suggestions. It's easy to react swiftly, fueled by anger or frustration. But the Stoic principle of pausing and collecting your thoughts encourages a different path. Take that moment to step back mentally, breathe deeply, and center yourself. By doing this, you're acknowledging that you have control over your response. You're choosing not to be a slave to your immediate emotional reactions. The beauty of this approach is that it provides you with the space to gather your thoughts, detach from the initial emotional surge, and respond from a place of clarity and self-control. You can address the disrespect more thoughtfully and assertively without succumbing to impulsive reactions. In adopting this Stoic strategy, you're not only maintaining your emotional equilibrium, but also setting the stage for more productive and respectful interactions. You're demonstrating a level of composure and wisdom that can leave a lasting impression on those around you. And ultimately, it's a practice that allows you to respond to disrespect with grace and strength, rather than being swept away by momentary emotions. 4. Empathize. Try to understand the other person's perspective and motivations for their disrespectful behavior. Empathy, as a powerful tool for dealing with disrespect, is all about walking a mile in someone else's shoes, even when they may not be the most comfortable pair. This is where Stoicism's ability to promote understanding and compassion in the face of disrespect truly shines. Imagine a situation where someone's behavior comes across as disrespectful. Instead of immediately taking offense, consider what might be driving their actions. Could it be their own insecurities, fears, or perhaps a lack of information or context? By practicing empathy, you're tapping into a deep well of understanding, seeking to comprehend their perspective. For instance, if a colleague makes a snide comment during a discussion, rather than simply reacting defensively, you might pause and think, what could be going on in their world that's causing them to react this way? You're recognizing that their behavior may be a reflection of their own inner turmoil, rather than a direct attack on you. Empathy, in the Stoic context, doesn't excuse or justify disrespectful behavior. Instead, it's an avenue for diffusing tensions and promoting a more positive and constructive atmosphere. By empathizing with the person who's shown disrespect, you're not taking their words or actions personally, but rather you're choosing to respond with kindness and respect. In doing so, you're embodying Stoic values of wisdom, compassion, and personal growth. You're demonstrating that you're not easily swayed by the actions of others, and you're creating an opportunity for more harmonious and productive interactions, even in the face of disrespect. 5. Focus on virtue. Respond to disrespect in a way that aligns with your values and virtues, maintaining your dignity. When it comes to dealing with disrespect, the Stoic principle of focusing on virtue offers a profound perspective. It's about staying true to your core values and principles, even in the face of adversity. Let's consider an example. Imagine someone's actions or words have disrespected you. In such moments, the Stoic approach is to maintain your dignity by responding in a manner consistent with your values and virtues. For instance, if one of your core values is kindness, you might choose to respond to disrespect with empathy and understanding, seeking to de-escalate the situation rather than retaliating. Or, if integrity is a central virtue for you, you might address the disrespect assertively but respectfully, upholding your own principles while still respecting the dignity of the other person. This approach demonstrates your unwavering commitment to your principles, even in challenging circumstances. By centering your response on virtue, you're not only preserving your dignity, but also exhibiting a steadfast commitment to your values. You're showing that you can rise above the disrespectful behavior and respond with grace and self-control. Ultimately, focusing on virtue helps you maintain your sense of self and contributes to more respectful and dignified interactions. It's an embodiment of the Stoic philosophy that places inner virtue above external circumstances. 6. Acceptance. Recognize that disrespect is a part of life and concentrate on what you can control. Acceptance in the realm of handling disrespect is like embracing the Stoic wisdom that life isn't always a smooth ride and not everything is within our control. It's a concept that encourages us to acknowledge the reality that disrespect is, unfortunately, a part of life, and how we respond to it is where our power lies. Think about a situation where you've encountered disrespect. Instead of dwelling on the offense, you might choose to concentrate on what you can control. For instance, you can control your own reactions, emotions, and how you choose to respond. By doing this, you're in alignment with the Stoic philosophy's notion of the dichotomy of control, recognizing that you have power over your inner responses, but not over external events or the behavior of others. This approach offers you a unique perspective. It's an understanding that while you can't control how others treat you, you have the agency to decide how you react to disrespect. It liberates you from the unnecessary burden of anger and resentment, which often accompanies being on the receiving end of disrespectful behavior. By adopting the Stoic principle of acceptance, you're not passively tolerating disrespect, but you're actively choosing to remain unfazed by it. You're focusing on what truly matters and channeling your energy into areas where you can make a difference. It's a practice that underscores your inner strength and resilience, emphasizing that life's challenges, including disrespect, are not insurmountable obstacles, but opportunities for personal growth and self-mastery. 7. Use humor. Employ humor to respond to disrespect, which can diffuse tense situations. Using humor as a response to disrespect is a subtle yet powerful art. It's an approach that reflects the Stoic concept of finding light-heartedness even in the face of adversity, and it can serve as an effective tool to diffuse tense situations. Imagine a scenario where you're met with disrespectful behavior. Instead of meeting it with anger or defensiveness, you might choose to respond with a touch of humor. For example, when someone delivers a snarky comment or condescends, you could offer a witty remark or playful jest in return. In doing so, you're not dismissing the disrespect, but you're shifting the energy of the interaction. This approach acknowledges that sometimes people exhibit disrespect out of their own insecurities or frustrations, and a humorous response can catch them off guard, leading to a change in the dynamics of the conversation. By employing humor, you're demonstrating emotional intelligence and self-control, embracing the Stoic idea that it's not external events, but our reactions to them that define us. You're choosing to rise above the negativity and create a more positive atmosphere, even in the face of disrespect. This practice isn't about belittling or dismissing the disrespect. Rather, it's a way of diffusing tension and promoting more respectful and productive interactions. It showcases your ability to maintain your composure and respond creatively, a reflection of Stoic strength and adaptability. 8. Set boundaries. Be assertive and communicate clear boundaries, insisting on respectful treatment. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect and a fundamental aspect of managing disrespect. It's about asserting your worth and letting others know that you demand to be treated with respect, no matter the circumstances. Imagine a situation where you consistently encounter disrespectful behavior from someone in your life, perhaps a colleague or a friend. The Stoic approach is to assertively communicate your boundaries, making it clear that you expect to be treated with respect. For instance, you might express your feelings, saying something like, "I value our interactions, but I won't tolerate disrespectful comments or behavior. If we're to continue working together or being in each other's company, I expect to be treated with respect." This assertiveness demonstrates that you're upholding your dignity and integrity. Setting boundaries is not an act of aggression or retaliation. It's a commitment to your own well-being and self-worth. It sends a clear message that you will not allow yourself to be a doormat, and it shows that you respect yourself enough to demand respectful treatment from others. This approach aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on what's within your control. You can't control how others behave, but you have the power to assert your own standards and insist on respectful treatment. In doing so, you're embodying Stoic virtues of courage and justice, and you're setting the stage for more respectful and harmonious interactions, where you're treated with the dignity and respect you deserve. 9. Forgiveness. Choose forgiveness as a means to release negative emotions, find inner peace, and promote personal growth. Forgiveness, in the context of handling disrespect, is akin to a profound act of self-care and growth. It's about choosing not to carry the heavy burden of negative emotions that often accompany disrespectful behavior, and instead finding inner peace and personal development. Consider a scenario where you've been on the receiving end of disrespect. Rather than harboring anger, resentment, or the desire for revenge, you might choose the path of forgiveness. It's not an easy choice, but it's a powerful one. Forgiveness, in this Stoic context, doesn't mean forgetting or approving of the disrespect. It means opting to release the negative emotions that can eat away at your peace of mind. By forgiving, you're setting yourself free from the chains of anger and hurt, and you're choosing a path of inner tranquility. This act is not a weakness, but a tremendous strength. It's a reward for your emotional intelligence and resilience. By forgiving, you're not only lightening your own emotional load, but also promoting personal growth. You're showing that you value your own peace and well-being more than the temporary satisfaction of holding on to grudges. In embracing this Stoic practice of forgiveness, you're acknowledging that you have the power to shape your emotional landscape. You're choosing to focus on your own personal growth and well-being rather than being weighed down by the disrespectful behavior of others. It's a practice that requires courage and self-awareness, and it can lead to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. 10. Change perspective. Develop a broader perspective to realize that disrespect is often minor in the grand scheme of things. Changing one's perspective is a transformative approach when dealing with disrespect, and it aligns seamlessly with the Stoic philosophy's call for a broader, more enlightened outlook on life's challenges. Picture this. You've experienced disrespect, and it's gnawing at you. Instead of allowing it to consume your thoughts, you might choose to develop a more expansive perspective. You remind yourself that in the grand tapestry of life, these incidents of disrespect are often minor threads. This change in perspective is a reminder that life is brimming with experiences, some profound and others trivial. Disrespect, more often than not, falls into the latter category. By shifting your focus from the immediate sting of disrespect to the larger canvas of your existence, you're essentially choosing not to let these incidents dominate your mental landscape. In this Stoic practice, you're embracing the wisdom that our thoughts shape our reality. By recognizing the relatively minor impact of disrespect in the grand scheme of things, you're not diminishing the significance of your feelings, but you're choosing not to allow them to define your entire experience. Changing your perspective doesn't mean ignoring or tolerating disrespect. It means placing it in its rightful context, allowing you to respond with composure and wisdom. It's a practice that promotes resilience and emotional intelligence, and it can lead to a more peaceful and fulfilling life, where minor disturbances no longer disrupt your inner peace. 11. Maintain self-control. Practice self-control and avoid impulsive reactions when dealing with disrespectful behavior. Maintaining self-control when confronted with disrespect is akin to adhering to the Stoic philosophy's call for rational and measured responses rather than letting emotions run amok. Imagine this scenario. You're faced with disrespectful behavior, perhaps a confrontational comment or a dismissive attitude. Instead of immediately firing back with an impulsive reaction, you opt for self-control. You pause, take a breath, and collect your thoughts before responding. In this practice, you're acknowledging that impulsive reactions driven by intense emotions often lead to poor decisions and escalating conflicts. It's a recognition that while you can't control the behavior of others, you have full control over your own reactions. By choosing self-control, you're essentially applying the Stoic principle of being disturbed not by things, but by the view you take of them. You're not letting the disrespect provoke an immediate emotional response, but rather giving yourself the space to respond more thoughtfully and calmly. This practice demonstrates emotional intelligence and resilience. It shows that you're not easily swayed by external events, and you're capable of responding with wisdom and self-possession, even in the face of disrespect. It's a practice that fosters productive interactions and preserves your own dignity, reflecting the essence of Stoic strength and composure. 12. Focus on what matters. Concentrate your energy on your goals, values, and virtues instead of dwelling on disrespect. Focusing on what truly matters is an essential component of dealing with disrespect, and it resonates profoundly with Stoic principles. It's about channeling your energy into the things that align with your goals, values, and virtues, rather than getting bogged down by the negativity of disrespectful behavior. Consider this. You've encountered disrespect, and it's tempting to ruminate on the incident, letting it consume your thoughts and emotions. The Stoic approach is to shift your focus. Instead of dwelling on the disrespect, you concentrate your energy on what truly matters to you. This might involve revisiting your personal or professional goals, reminding yourself of your core values, or reflecting on the virtues you hold dear. By doing so, you're embracing the Stoic belief that inner virtue is of greater importance than external circumstances. This practice is not about ignoring or trivializing disrespect. It's about recognizing that your mental and emotional resources are better spent on pursuits that contribute to your personal growth and well-being. It's a way of acknowledging that you have control over what you invest your energy in, and you're choosing to invest it in the things that truly matter. In essence, focusing on what matters is a practice that reinforces your commitment to your own goals and values. It demonstrates that you're not allowing disrespectful behavior to divert you from your chosen path. It's a reflection of Stoic strength and resilience as you continue to pursue a life that is in harmony with your highest ideals, irrespective of the negativity that may come your way. 13. Practice active listening. Listen to the disrespectful person to gain a better understanding of their concerns or issues. Active listening is a superpower, especially when it comes to navigating disrespectful encounters. It's about tuning in to the other person's concerns or issues, even if their delivery lacks respect. In the world of Stoicism, this practice aligns perfectly with the idea of understanding and compassion. Imagine a situation where someone is displaying disrespectful behavior towards you. Instead of reacting defensively or shutting them out, you decide to listen actively. You want to understand the root of their concerns, even if they're masked by disrespect. By doing this, you're demonstrating that you're choosing to see the bigger picture. You acknowledge that the person's disrespect may stem from something deeper. Perhaps it's frustration, fear, or a different perspective altogether. Active listening allows you to peel back the layers of disrespect and seek the underlying issues. This Stoic approach isn't about condoning or excusing disrespectful behavior. It's about fostering understanding and empathy. By actively listening, you're showing that you're not allowing their negative behavior to trigger a defensive reaction. Instead, you're choosing to respond with curiosity and compassion. Incorporating active listening into your responses is a practice that embodies Stoic principles of wisdom, compassion, and personal growth. It's a demonstration of your emotional intelligence and your commitment to more constructive and respectful interactions, even in the face of disrespect. 14. Avoid escalation. Don't respond to disrespect with more disrespect. Instead, aim to de-escalate the situation. Avoiding the escalation of disrespect is a true mark of wisdom and strength. It's a practice deeply rooted in Stoicism, emphasizing the importance of de-escalation rather than responding to disrespect with more disrespect. Imagine a scenario where you're met with rude or disrespectful behavior. It's tempting to fire back with equally disrespectful words or actions. However, the Stoic approach encourages a different path. Instead of escalating the situation, you choose to de-escalate it. You respond with a measured and respectful tone, even if the other person doesn't. This practice is about recognizing that responding with disrespect only perpetuates negativity and doesn't lead to productive or harmonious interactions. By avoiding escalation, you're embodying Stoic principles of emotional intelligence and self-control. You're showing that you're not easily provoked or dragged into unnecessary conflicts. Your aim is to create a more peaceful and productive atmosphere, even in the face of disrespect. This practice isn't a sign of weakness, but rather a reflection of inner strength and resilience. It demonstrates that you're capable of rising above disrespectful behavior and responding with grace and composure. Ultimately, it contributes to a more positive and respectful environment in which your own dignity remains intact. 15. Educate others. If the disrespect stems from ignorance, take the opportunity to educate the person on the topic in question. Educating others, especially when disrespect stems from ignorance, is an opportunity for growth and understanding. It's a practice that beautifully aligns with Stoic principles, promoting wisdom and compassion in the face of disrespectful behavior. Picture this. You encounter someone who displays disrespect due to a lack of knowledge or understanding on a certain topic. Instead of reacting defensively, you choose to educate them. You patiently share your knowledge and perspective on the matter, aiming to bridge the gap of ignorance. In this practice, you're demonstrating the Stoic notion that the interconnectedness of humanity can lead to better interactions. By educating others, you're not only dispelling their ignorance, but also promoting empathy and mutual understanding. This approach embodies Stoic values of wisdom and compassion. It's a testament to your commitment to personal growth and the betterment of those around you. It reflects the idea that responding with kindness and education can be a powerful tool for transformation, even in the face of disrespect. By educating others, you're choosing the high road, one that can lead to more harmonious interactions and possibly a more enlightened perspective for the person displaying disrespect. It's an embodiment of Stoic strength, fostering personal growth and the growth of those you encounter. 16. Seek mediation. In certain situations involving a neutral third party or mediator can help resolve conflicts. Seeking mediation can be a wise and strategic move, particularly when dealing with persistent disrespect or conflicts that seem to have no end in sight. It's an approach that reflects the Stoic principle of seeking solutions and harmony in the face of adversity. Imagine you find yourself entangled in a situation where disrespect is a recurring theme, and it's becoming increasingly challenging to resolve it on your own. Here's where involving a neutral third party, a mediator, can make a world of difference. This practice is about recognizing that sometimes emotions can run high, and communication might break down when dealing directly with the source of disrespect. A mediator, by their very nature, is impartial and skilled at facilitating constructive dialogues. By seeking mediation, you're showing a commitment to finding a peaceful and respectful resolution. You're acknowledging that it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help, but a testament to your determination to resolve the issue in a way that respects the dignity of all parties involved. This approach aligns with Stoic principles of wisdom, justice, and courage. It's a demonstration of your emotional intelligence and your capacity to make strategic decisions for the greater good. Seeking mediation can be a powerful tool for diffusing conflicts and achieving a more harmonious and respectful outcome. It's a practice that fosters understanding and, in many cases, paves the way for productive interactions and personal growth. 17. Maintain confidence. Remember your worth and don't let disrespect shake your self-esteem or self-worth. Maintaining your confidence when faced with disrespect is a Stoic virtue that's deeply tied to your sense of self-worth. It's about recognizing your own value and not allowing disrespectful behavior to erode your self-esteem. Imagine this. You encounter someone who's being disrespectful, whether through words or actions. Instead of internalizing their disrespect and allowing it to chip away at your self-worth, you choose to remain confident in your own value. This practice is an embodiment of Stoic strength. It's a declaration that your self-esteem is not dependent on the opinions or actions of others. You recognize that disrespect often reflects more on the person dishing it out than it does on you. By maintaining your confidence, you're adhering to the Stoic principle that your worth is derived from within, from your own values and virtues. It's a practice that reflects your inner resilience and commitment to staying true to your own principles, even in the face of disrespect. In essence, your confidence is your armor against disrespect. It's a statement that you refuse to be shaken by external negativity, and it's a reflection of the Stoic belief that you have the power to maintain your dignity and self-worth, irrespective of the behavior of others. 18. Keep your focus. Concentrate on your personal growth and self-improvement rather than getting caught up in disrespectful interactions. Keeping your focus on personal growth and self-improvement is a powerful response to disrespect. It's a practice deeply rooted in Stoic wisdom, emphasizing that your energy is better spent on your own development rather than getting entangled in disrespectful interactions. Think of a scenario where you've encountered disrespect and it's tempting to engage in a counterproductive argument or exchange. Instead of allowing yourself to be drawn into a conflict, you make a conscious decision to keep your focus on personal growth. This practice aligns seamlessly with the Stoic belief that your inner virtue is the highest good. By concentrating on your own development, you're demonstrating that you're committed to becoming the best version of yourself, regardless of external provocations. It's about recognizing that while you can't control how others behave, you have full control over your own actions and responses. By investing your energy in self-improvement, you're honoring the Stoic principle that your true worth is derived from your virtues and values. This approach is not about running away from conflict or disrespect. It's about choosing to engage in the kind of growth that leads to a more fulfilling and virtuous life. It's a reflection of Stoic strength and resilience, as you prioritize your own development and well-being over unproductive interactions. 19. Practice gratitude. Remind yourself of the positive aspects in your life to keep things in perspective. Practicing gratitude in the face of disrespect is a powerful Stoic practice that keeps your perspective in check. It's about reminding yourself of the positive aspects in your life, even when you're confronted with negativity. Imagine a situation where someone's disrespect has left you feeling upset or frustrated. Instead of dwelling on the negativity, you consciously shift your focus to the things you're grateful for. Perhaps it's your health, your loved ones, or the opportunities you've had in life. This practice aligns perfectly with Stoic wisdom, which encourages us to appreciate the good things in our lives and not be overly disturbed by external events. By practicing gratitude, you're essentially reminding yourself that while disrespect may temporarily affect your mood, it doesn't define your overall well-being. It's about maintaining a sense of balance and perspective. Gratitude serves as a counterweight to the negativity, ensuring that you don't lose sight of the positive aspects of your life. This practice is a reflection of Stoic strength, demonstrating that you have the capacity to rise above external challenges and maintain your inner peace and happiness. 20. Learn from disrespect. Use disrespectful experiences as opportunities for personal growth and development. Learning from disrespect is a hallmark of emotional intelligence and personal development. It's a Stoic practice that encourages you to transform negative experiences into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Imagine a scenario where you've faced disrespect and it's left you feeling disheartened. Instead of allowing the negativity to linger, you choose to reframe it as a valuable lesson. You ask yourself what you can learn from this experience, both about the other person and about yourself. This practice aligns beautifully with Stoic wisdom, which emphasizes that every situation, even challenging ones, can be a source of growth and wisdom. By learning from disrespect, you're demonstrating your commitment to personal development, and you're embracing the Stoic belief that the quality of your thoughts shapes the quality of your life. It's about turning adversity into an advantage. Rather than dwelling on the negativity, you're seeking the silver lining. This practice is a reflection of Stoic strength, showing that you're not a victim of disrespectful behavior, but a person who can use such encounters as stepping stones toward becoming a better, wiser version of yourself. As we conclude this insightful journey into handling disrespect with Stoic wisdom, we hope you found these lessons to be both enlightening and practical. If you've gained valuable insights or found this content helpful, we encourage you to engage with our community. Share your thoughts, questions, or personal experiences in the comments below. Your input not only enriches the conversation, but also contributes to the collective wisdom of our community. If you enjoyed this video and want more empowering content, don't forget to hit that like button